In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys an armor piece that would literally make you guys unkillable. You'll be able to farm any part of the forge without any sort of trouble, and you'll basically be able to kill every single enemy. And the best part is, you do not need Demonite or Darkrai to make this piece of armor, and it is also considered to be the best armor in the game. As always, hit that like and subscribe button if you guys go on to find this video helpful, and be part of the OG 400,000 subscribers. We're so close to hitting 400k. We're like 8,000 subscribers away, so hit that subscribe button right now if you guys want to be a part of the OG 400k. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop straight into this video. So as you guys can see, if we go into my inventory, I currently have this piece of armor. This is a mithril piece of armor, and if we go ahead and take a look at its stats, as you guys can see, the chestplate has a defense of 166, whereas the leggings has a defense of 147. Not just that, but it also has a bunch of effects such as thorns, which I just went ahead and put a bunch of briar notches on it. You can get these easily from any sort of death axe skeleton, and yeah, these are pretty easy to get. We're gonna get back to that in a second, but for now, as you guys can see, this thing has a vitality, meaning extra health of 40%. It also has negative 8% vitality, but that gets cancelled out pretty easily, and not just that, but it also has lethality of 12.5%. And this is of course the same on my leggings too, so it's safe to say that this is one of the best armor pieces in the game. Let's actually go ahead and test this thing out right now. Unfortunately, I do not have the full set, but hopefully we can actually make that in today's video. I just need a new helmet. As you guys can see, my helmet is actually not that bad, but I want to get myself a matching set just like this one. I'm going to get back to the recipe of this armor in just a second, so keep watching. For now though, let me actually go ahead and show you guys how good this piece of armor actually is. So coming to the most dangerous area inside of the forge, this is going to be inside of the volcanic area. Now another thing to keep in mind is I have one of the best swords in the game too, and yeah, as you guys can see, this thing is really good. Not just that, but I also have a bunch of drain edge runes on it. Basically, these runes have a bunch of lifesteal on it, meaning every single time I kill an enemy, I get 25% of their health back. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it helps me regenerate really fast. But check this out guys, if I just stand still here, this guy is basically going to start losing health because of my thorns. But if I try and kill him, look at this, he barely did any sort of damage to me. And if we go over to someone who is a little bit smaller, like this guy right here, as you guys can see, yeah, basically does no damage, and I can kill him in like 2 or 3 shots. And I'm pretty sure if I find myself one of those little skeletons, these guys right here, these guys basically can't even kill me, bro. Like, they die before they can even finish killing me off. As you guys can see, he is losing way more health than I am. So yeah, once I have the full armor set, I believe I'll be even stronger. Right now, I'm not at my full capacity yet. But as you guys can probably tell, I can kill any enemy in the game without losing any sort of health. I'm trying to find a Reaper here, so I can actually show you guys how overpowered this armor actually is. But yeah, if I'm using my sword, guys, I can basically just not die, and this armor is really good if you guys are trying to AFK, or simply just trying to farm inside of the volcano area, because again, none of these guys will be able to kill you, and you can kill them in like 2 or 3 shots, easy peasy. This armor is also great for farming essences, because again, as I said before, because my sword has the drain edge rune on it, I basically heal every single time I kill these enemies, and my armor also has like really good defense. What I'm trying to say here is I am unkillable. And again, as I mentioned at the start of this video, this armor is actually not that difficult to make. So let me actually go ahead and show you guys how to make this piece of armor. So you're gonna need these following materials for this. First, you're gonna need yourself some mithril. This is going to be essential, and you're gonna need a lot of this. The best way to farm mithril is by AFKing right over here, farming these 2 boulders. These basalt veins are basically gonna give you guys infinite amounts of mithril. You just have to AFK here, occasionally come back and see if your inventory is full. If it is full, sell everything off besides your mithril. And yeah, you just gotta keep on doing this over and over again until you guys have enough mithril to make yourself this armor. The second material that you are going to need for this piece of armor is going to be iron ore. Once again, use the same method to get iron ore as mithril. These two are not the issue in today's video. The issue is going to be obsidian. Obsidian is not the easiest thing to get, but it's also not the hardest thing to get. I mean, compared to something like Darkrai and Demonite, obsidian is a breeze to get. You get obsidian from these volcano rocks right here. I mean, most of you might already know this, but yeah, simply just go over to the volcanic area, mine a bunch of these volcano rocks, and yeah, you're just gonna have to farm maybe like, I'd say go with like 40 obsidian if you guys guys want to make the whole armor piece. By the way, look at this. The Reaper is not an issue anymore. Obviously, he is still going to do damage if you are blocking and parrying away and stuff. But without even blocking and parrying, guys, I can literally destroy the Reaper, no worries. I'm not even like pressing F or anything, bro. But anyways, back to the point. You're going to need yourself a bunch of obsidian, a bunch of IR, and a bunch of mithril. One other thing you're going to need, and not too much of it, I'd say like 9 uranium is also needed for this armor. If you guys didn't know, uranium gives you guys the same effects like Thorn. It basically hurts the enemies whenever they attack you, but there is a limitation. You can only have 5% uranium, and it does not stack armor piece to armor piece, so you can only have uranium on one of your armor piece. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys the complete recipe. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop straight into this. So starting off with the chest plate, let's go ahead and craft that right now. Once again, make sure you guys actually choose armor right here, and the chest plate is going to be 18 mithril, just like this. This is why I told you guys to get a bunch of mithril, because this is the base material that we are going to be using to make this armor piece. Next, we're going to use 10 IR, and finally, we're going to use 10 obsidian, just like this. And now you're going to be able to get yourself a heavy chest plate. Once again, try and get yourself the Dark Knight chest plate and not the regular Knight version. If you get the regular Knight version, you will have to go ahead and do this again. Don't even bother using it because it's honestly not that good, and even if you use it, try and switch to the Dark Knight version as quickly as you can, because this is where the real damage is, or where the real defense is actually. But anyways, that's going to be the recipe for the chest plate. Moving on, let's go ahead and make ourselves the leggings, and this is going to be 12 mithril, 10 IR, and 8 obsidian, just like this. Once again, try and get yourself the Dark Knight version. This is the better version, so yeah, make sure you guys get that. And finally, for the chest plate, you're going to need yourself 9 mithril, and this time instead of IR, we're actually going to be using uranium. As I said before, uranium basically damages your enemies whenever they attack you, but you can only have this on one of your chest plates, or sorry, one of your armor pieces, and we're going to be putting it on the helmet. I'm simply following a recipe, by the way, so yeah, keep that in mind. Anyways, you're also going to need 9 obsidian, and I actually don't have a helmet, and yeah, never mind. I was going to make a helmet, but we got a chest plate instead, and this is going to happen to you guys a lot, so you will have to do a lot of grinding, especially for obsidian. Unfortunately, instead of getting a helmet, I got a freaking chest plate, and not even just a chest plate, I got a samurai chest plate, bro. But it is what it is. You will have to go ahead and do this over and over again until you get yourself your desired helmet. Oh, by the way, just a quick shout out to this person. I got this recipe from their spreadsheet, so yeah, shout out to these guys. I believe this is the person who actually found out about this armor piece, so yeah, cool. But anyways, once you guys have done that, the next step is to go inside of the enhancer, and I recommend you guys to enhance your armor until you get yourself 2 rune slots. I'd say the minimum should be 2 rune slots, guys. It's not that hard to do, and just get it because it's gonna help you guys out a bunch, and this is the best way to make the best armor. Once you guys have 2 rune slots, go over to the rune maker, and you're gonna need yourself a bunch of briar notch runes, because we're gonna put these on our armor, and as you guys can see, these basically give you guys defense. The maximum thorns you can get is 10%, so try and get 8, 9, 10%, and that's gonna give you guys the perfect armor. Anything below 8% is not worth it, so don't use that, guys. Try and get yourself at least over 8% whenever you're making yourself this armor. But anyways, that is the best armor you can make inside of the game to tank a bunch of hits and to farm really quickly. Obviously, there is preferences in this game. Some people prefer to have a faster set of armor, whereas some people prefer to have a more tanky set of armor. So this is a more tanky set of armor that you can sort of AFK with, and of course you can also go ahead and farm with inside the volcano area. Hit that like and subscribe button. Once again, join the OG 400,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.